Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today I've got some breaking news. Nazem Kadri has signed to the Calgary Flames for a currently unknown amount of money for 7 years, most likely. So, 7 years. He's been looking for $9 million. That's what it's been reported, that he's been looking for 9, and that's what he was holding out for. So, yeah, it's unknown how much he's actually going to be making right now. So, really, you can just go off speculation. But I made a video about this a few days ago. I don't think Kadri's worth anything near $9 million. Now, looking at him in this lineup, I would say this actually does look kind of good. Huberdeau with Kadri could definitely work. I feel like his Huberdeau's skill and prowess with Kadri's, like, kind of just like... I don't know how to describe Nazem Kadri's type of player, because he's one of those type of guys that either will get 40 points or like 100. You know what I'm saying? He's like one of those guys where it's like they're either going to be absolutely incredible or they're just because they're not really like a super skilled, talented guy, but they could be the type of guy that can just like find those rebounds, get the passes. He's not like super skilled, but he's good at being a solid player. And with Huberdeau, he could probably rate... Huberdeau will definitely benefit Kadri, but Kadri won't benefit Huberdeau. And the guy that they put along with him, I could see Coleman there instead of Toffoli. Coleman, Kadri, and Huberdeau. That's a long syllable line. I think this works. I personally thought that he should have went to Anaheim. I think he would have fit perfectly with their current system. But with this team, looking at the lines, this team definitely looks solid now. I could totally see the Flames being a lot more of a potent team this season coming up. I still don't think Kadri's like a superstar at all. I think he's going to get overpaid regardless of what they're going to give him, unless it's $4 million, which is where I'd put him a little bit more. But anyways, this team is definitely going to be better than what I was expecting. However, I still got to say, guys like Dubé, Pelletier, and Backlund can be solid, but I don't know. This team still kind of is not it still doesn't have that like killer instinct to me. Huberdeau wasn't like that killer for Florida. That's not who the type of player he was. Huberdeau was like this, like the Sidney Crosby, where it's like he's not like the killer player like an Ovechkin or something. You know what I mean? I don't really know. I don't think I'm getting my point across there, but I don't think this team is lacking that like punch, that real killer threat. This team's like solid, but they need that, like, instead of Toffoli, they need like some guy to really just like nail the thing shut. So this is a big move for Calgary, and I think he fits in well with the system. Is this going to be good enough to really get them to superstardom? I don't think... They're definitely not going to be back to where they were last year. I mean, just looking at this lineup, Huberdeau's not going to get to 115 points with who's around him. Kadri maybe gets to 87, but that's just because Huberdeau's with him, but I don't think so. I think this team is still... I think people are going to go nuts over this right now. I think they're going to say, well, Calgary's now a cup contender again. Calgary's going to be number one in the division again. I don't see it at all. Looking at this team, I do not see any of that written all over this team. I see a probably not number 2 or 3 team in their division that gets knocked out depending on who they play against in the first or at least the second. So, interesting move by all parties. I think it does fit, but I don't think it's really the end-all be-all move that people are saying. Also, Sean Monahan's contract is being traded away, so there's that as well, so they can have cap space. But to re-sign Huberdeau, and if they can even try to re-sign Weegar next year, good luck with that. They're going to not have any money to spend on anything, so it'll be kind of interesting what they do then, especially with Lindholm when he eventually wants to get his contract. But at the same time, Lindholm if he's on the second line, because you're going to want to put him there. If you put Lindholm on the top line, then this second line is not going to be anything special. So I think it's a good move by both sides, I guess, but I don't think the contract's going to be fair for the team. I think it's going to be very fair for Nazem Kadri. And I'm okay with the move, but I know I'm good with it. It's just I know it's going to be an overpayment, and I know it's not really going to lead to anything. If anything, Kadri should be like a $5 million player to leave some cap space to sign one more guy. So you have a guy like a Lindholm, except they already have Lindholm. But you know what I'm saying, like one of those type of players on this team to really invigorate this lineup. But I feel like they're still kind of in mez territory, and I think they'll probably end up. I would stay with this team. I don't know. I still say third. I think they're behind Vegas. I think they're behind Vegas in a solid third place spot in the Pacific. But tell me what you think down below. I know you're all going to disagree with me because Kadri's the best. Kadri's amazing. Kadri's God. So please tell me all that in the comments down below. Please pick up your free subscription by hitting that red. You can see it. I guess it's kind of orange. Subscribe button to get further video notifications. Hit the bell that pops up. I haven't said that in a while. Leave a like, not a dislike. Go down below to the comments. Leave what I already said. And until next time, I've been the dapperly dressed Owen, here to give you the news. Too sweet and ta-ta for now.